In 1933, a pivotal agreement was signed. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia granted a concession to Standard Oil of California, or SoCal. This marked the birth of Saudi Aramco. The early years were challenging. The search for oil was arduous. The global economy was in the Great Depression, but perseverance paid off. This agreement planted the seeds for a global giant. After 5 years of exploration, a turning point arrived. In 1938, well number 7 at Dhahran struck oil. This discovery was monumental. It confirmed the existence of vast oil reserves beneath the Saudi Arabian desert. This discovery transformed Saudi Arabia's fortunes. The country went from a sparsely populated desert kingdom to a nation of immense strategic importance. The Dhahran discovery was not just significant for Saudi Arabia, it also had global implications. The world was on the brink of war, and access to secure and plentiful oil supplies was becoming increasingly critical. The discovery of oil in Saudi Arabia, with its seemingly inexhaustible reserves, changed the geopolitical calculus. The news of the Dhahran discovery spread quickly. It attracted attention from around the world. The oil industry took notice, and governments recognized the strategic significance of this new oil source. The discovery marked the beginning of Saudi Arabia's transformation into a global energy powerhouse. In 1944, KSOC was renamed Arabian American Oil Company, or Aramco. This name change reflected the growing importance of the company's operations in Saudi Arabia. It also signaled a shift towards a more equal partnership between the American oil company and the Saudi Arabian government. The relationship between Aramco and Saudi Arabia continued to evolve. In 1950, a landmark profit-sharing agreement was reached. This agreement stipulated that the profits from oil production would be split equally between Aramco and the Saudi government. This agreement was groundbreaking. It set a precedent for other oil-producing nations seeking greater control over their natural resources. The 50-50 profit-sharing agreement marked a turning point in the relationship between oil companies and host countries. It ushered in a new era of partnership and shared benefits. The influx of oil revenues fueled unprecedented economic growth and development. The oil wealth transformed Saudi Arabia into a modern nation. The 1970s witnessed a global shift in the balance of power within the oil industry. The Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, or OPEC, of which Saudi Arabia was a founding member, emerged as a powerful force. OPEC's control over a significant portion of the world's oil supply allowed it to influence prices and challenge the dominance of Western oil companies. In 1973, Saudi Arabia took a major step towards nationalizing its oil industry. The government acquired a 25% stake in Aramco. This was followed by further acquisitions in subsequent years. This nationalization process culminated in 1980, when the Saudi government gained full ownership of Aramco. The company was renamed Saudi Aramco, reflecting its status as a fully owned national oil company. Despite the nationalization, Saudi Aramco maintained its global outlook. The company continued to invest in technology and expand its operations. It forged partnerships with international oil companies, sharing expertise and resources. The nationalization of Aramco also had broader implications. It inspired other oil-producing nations to assert greater control over their natural resources. Section 5. Technological Prowess: Mastering the Energy Flow. The 1980s marked a period of significant technological advancement for Saudi Aramco. The company invested heavily in research and development, focusing on enhancing exploration techniques, improving oil recovery rates, and developing new energy solutions. These investments positioned Saudi Aramco at the forefront of the global energy industry. One of the most ambitious projects undertaken by Saudi Aramco during this period was the construction of the Master Gas System, or MGS. This integrated network of pipelines, processing plants, and export terminals was designed to harness and utilize the vast amounts of associated natural gas that were being produced alongside oil. The MGS was a game changer for Saudi Arabia. It allowed the country to reduce its reliance on flaring, a wasteful and environmentally harmful practice. The captured gas was used to generate electricity, power industries, and produce valuable petrochemicals. The MGS transformed Saudi Arabia into a major player in the global gas market. Saudi Aramco's commitment to innovation ensured its continued leadership in the evolving energy landscape. Section 6. A global reach Aramco's international expansion. The turn of the millennium witnessed Saudi Aramco embarking on a period of significant international expansion. The company recognized the importance of securing new markets for its oil and gas production. It also sought to diversify its investments and expand its global footprint. Saudi Aramco entered into joint ventures and partnerships with international oil companies, gaining access to new technologies, expertise, and markets. The company invested in refineries, petrochemical plants, and distribution networks around the world, establishing a truly global presence. This expansion strategy positioned Saudi Aramco as a major player in the global energy market. One notable example of Saudi Aramco's international expansion was the Kurais oil field project in 2008. This massive undertaking involved the development of one of the world's largest oil fields, located in eastern Saudi Arabia. The Kurais project showcased Saudi Aramco's technical capabilities and its commitment to meeting the world's growing energy demands. Section 7. Entering the public eye, the landmark IPO of 2019. In 2019, Saudi Aramco made history by launching the world's largest initial public offering. The company listed a small percentage of its shares on the Saudi Stock Exchange, Tadawul, raising a record-breaking $25.6 billion. This landmark event attracted global attention and solidified Saudi Aramco's position as one of the world's most valuable companies. The decision to list Saudi Aramco was driven by several factors. It was part of Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030 plan, an ambitious economic diversification strategy aimed at reducing the kingdom's dependence on oil revenues. The IPO aimed to attract foreign investment, boost the Saudi stock market, and create a more dynamic and competitive economy. The Saudi Aramco IPO was a resounding success, exceeding expectations and attracting strong demand from both domestic and international investors. The listing valued the company at a staggering $1.7 trillion, making it the world's most valuable publicly traded company at the time. It marked a significant milestone in Saudi Arabia's economic transformation. Section 8. A legacy of success factors driving Aramco's ascendancy. Saudi Aramco's success stems from several key factors. Firstly, it possesses the world's largest proven oil reserves. Secondly, strategic investments in technology and infrastructure. Lastly, strong government support. These elements ensure its dominance in the global energy sector. Section 9. Aramco's vision for the future: energy innovation and sustainability. As Saudi Aramco looks to the future, the company recognizes the evolving energy landscape. The world is undergoing a major energy transition, driven by climate change and advancements in renewable energy. Saudi Aramco is committed to shaping the future of energy. The company invests in research, exploring new energy sources, and developing technologies to reduce its environmental footprint. Saudi Aramco's vision centers around energy security, sustainability, and economic diversification. Oil and gas remain essential, and Aramco ensures stability in global energy markets. Embracing sustainability, Aramco aims to reduce its carbon footprint and develop cleaner energy solutions. Investing in renewable energy, Aramco explores solar, wind, hydrogen, and carbon capture technologies.